Hi, I'm Scott.
And I'm Oscar. And together we are the Ginfluencers UK.
The gin we're trying today is Hills and Harbour from Crafty Distillery.
There you go. Founded in 2017 by Graham Taylor, Crafty Distillery has earned a reputation of delivering big on quality and taste. This distillery also produces vodka, whiskey and distilled cocktail, which is that one over there.
This one right there. Yep. The bottle design is not only just striking, but it's also functional. It's 30% lighter than the original design they had, and the natural wood cork stopper can also be used as a measure for your gin. It's also got a wider neck, so you can actually use it afterwards as a cocktail shaker.
Or a vase.
Or a vase. Or a vase, depending on where you're from.
Oh, wow.
And we've actually met Craig Rankin, who is actually a distillery manager at a few shows, and we love Craig, we love chatting to him. He's a really, really lovely guy. So we actually tried this gin as well in 2018.
We did.
When we went to the Scottish Gin Festival at Tobacco Dock. That was a very heavy night.
Heavy, that was so heavy.
It was one of our first forays into gin. So what's in this gin, Oscar? Tell us.
I'm going to tell you. It's juniper, noble fir needles,
Yeah.
bladderwick seaweed.
Bladderwrack.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Coriander, orris, orange peel, angelica, licorice root, bay leaf, mango, green Szechuan pepper.
Well done. Apart from the seaweed, well done. It comes in a 70 centilitre bottle with an ABV of 40% and costs around £36.
Ooh, not bad.
Which is quite reasonable. And we'll be honest, we've already tried it. So today we'll be making a gin and tonic and garnishing with some mango. So let's go and try it neat.
I see what you did there.
I see what I did there. So when we tried this in 2008, they
18, not 2008.
2018, sorry. They weren't long kind of on the scene.
Yeah, that's true. But from that moment onwards, we found them to be really nice.
Yeah.
We really nice team. And yeah, their gin seemed pretty good. Pretty good. And I've got to say, as much as we do have the old bottles as well, I really approve of the new bottles. I really do.
Look at the size of that.
Oh, this is so light.
Big cork though.
That's so light. Wow. Wow.
There you go.
That's
Do you want to put it down and just drink the drink?
I'm more impressed with how light that is. Right.
There we go.
Oh, that's a proper gin. That is a proper ginny smell. Oh, I never get bored of that smell.
That is so fresh and piney. Those fir needles obviously really help as well.
Oh, it's beautiful. It is beautiful.
It actually does remind me of Scotland.
Do you know what? I was just about to say, and I've never been there, but I've flown over it a couple of times. Loch Ness.
I was going to say, you've never been to Scotland? You have loads of times. Loch Ness, right, okay.
I've driven past Loch Ness, but I've never actually stopped off there. But I just have this vision of a friend of mine lives up in Scotland, and his back garden is a loch, and I can't remember where he lives. It's really bad. It's where all the big ships come in from the Navy, and he puts pictures up all the time on his Facebook page. And it's I just imagined being there on a nice windy, rainy day.
A loch is landlocked, so it can't
well,
be
whatever it is. Look, you know what? Where's water? Water. Okay, we'll go water. So it's a river
He
going
wasn't-
to a loch. I don't know.
He wasn't very good. He wasn't very good at geography.
I have no doubt everyone there knows what.
He's only got one O level.
But hold on, Rodney. But maybe it's a secret entrance into the loch.
Anyway, listen, this is not Thunderbirds. Right, anyway, let's get back to the gin. The gin is beautiful and crisp, and it reminds me of a pine forest in Scotland.
It's so good.
It's lovely and piney and fresh and clean, and when you go out in the kind of cold Scottish air and you breathe in and you get that kind of like almost kind of menthol cold feel, this is what this gives you as well. We've actually had their vodka. We've done it in one of our cocktail videos that we've done. Their vodka is superb. This one here is actually a cocktail, but it's a distilled cocktail, so it's like a whacking great big percentage. What is the percent of that? What did they have on that? So that's 40%, but you just drink that. But look, we're old school. We've had this gin. We've had this gin a while. When they had the old bottles, they've now got the new bottles being more eco-friendly.
I think these such a good design. These are brilliant. Love them, and I love the whole idea of cocktail shaker.
Yeah, I think a cocktail shaker is a great use for it. Rather than a vase, just actually make it more functional. And the actual depression here, so two of those would be a single measure. So if you haven't got a measure with you, a lot of people don't bother, but if you want to bother, then 2 of those would actually equal a single measure.
Have we spoken enough about the actual gin?
But listen, the gin's really nice. The gin is really nice.
I think you can tell when we like a gin and when we think it's really good, because we ramble on about everything else other than the gin. This is brilliant. This is, I mean, it's
slightly mentholy. I like the fact that it's kind of mentholy as well. But
and it's really light.
It is really light.
It's hitting at the top of your palate.
Do you know what it is? It's piney enough and it's clean enough. That juniper is really clean enough that it doesn't feel kind of like oily juniper. This is really, really fresh. It's vibrant. It's vibrant.
The cats are playing up.
Yeah, the cats are playing up. So while I deal with the cats, let's put it with a tonic. So let's give it a try. Cheers, Oscar.
Cheers, Scott.
We've got a mango in it.
Oh, ginny gin smell still.
I like the. Do you know what? I actually like the garnish in it, because the garnish gives it an earthiness, I think. Because mangoes, because this is not an overly ripe one. The mangoes have they have a sweet flavour for me, but they're quite earthy as well. This is such a good gin.
Yeah.
This is a really good gin, but it is quite earthy now. And but before it reminded me of kind of like being in a kind of Scottish pine forest. Now, this is more like a rainstorm.
Okay.
Or after the rain's been,
Hold
when
on,
it becomes earthy. We've had a few gins that are like that. See what I mean about that earthy smell?
I've got you, 100%. Yep, I get you now. Yep, I get that.
Do you get me?
Yep, I get you. So when it's rained after a summer's day, when the dust has been washed down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
You get that kind of earthy.
Yeah. As it's trying to dry on the pavements.
No,
yes.
I wouldn't say
no,
that.
yes.
I'd say more.
Yes. Oh yes.
I would say more composty, but not composty, bad composty. As in kind of peat.
No, mine's
soil.
I'm
soil.
I'm sticking,
but in a good way.
I'm sticking with pavement, like the freshness of after a summer's rainstorm. I'm sticking with that one.
Either way, it's a really good gin.
Yes, it is.
It is a really, really good gin.
Very happy with this.
Very happy with this. And the vodka as well. The vodka was phenomenal.
We like that, didn't
we?
we?
The cocktail we'll bring to you on another video. But, you know, I do like the fact that, look, they've cared about the environment. Where they've done these bottles before, they've gone, right, okay,
it's a big ask to change your bottles.
It is, and it costs a lot of money, because these are bespoke bottles. So not only did the company pay for to have these bottles designed and made, which is expensive getting those designs done, we know, and the kind of everything done, then they went and paid more money to have them done. But this one here has added bits on it. So look, you've got the lightning bolt there, which is the kind of emblem of the distillery.
And you've got the name at the bottom.
You've got the name at the bottom as well, engraved on it. But you've got these engravings on the side. So you've got like...
hieroglyphics.
No, do you know what it reminds me of a bit? Fifth Element.
Actually, you're absolutely right.
Fifth
It
Element,
does.
one of our favourite films.
One of our favourite. Our dogs love that film.
They
absolutely
pay
loved
so much
it.
attention to it. They really loved that
They
film.
watched that film. Brilliant film. We've gone off the gin again. It's a good gin. Just take it. It's a good gin.
Do you know why we go off it? Like he said, it's because we like this so much that we just feel so relaxed when we drink it.
Yeah. It's like us sitting in a room just. I was about to say talking.
Yeah, well, you often do. But great gin, really, really, really good gin. And I'm so sorry that we haven't brought it to you sooner, because we should have done.
Shame on
We
us.
actually should have brought it when it was this bottle. But in a way, this is good, because we're keeping this and we're keeping this. So that is it. They're going to stay in the collection untouched, because they're the OGs, the original bottles. See, yeah.
Oh,
There you go.
you can tell he's been on TikTok.
Yeah, been on TikTok. Dance, dance.
No,
don't you do it. Don't you do it. Last time someone called an ambulance. Yeah, no, this is a fantastic gin. If you haven't tried it, what they also do, they also had pourers. I don't know if they've still got them on their website. Let's check. So they actually do pourers. They do a pourer that is in the style of this. So you can then put it in and then pour it out, make it easier.
Why haven't we got one?
Because we've got a lot of stuff, Oscar. I'm finding it difficult
Do
to
we score
house
this?
it everywhere. Oh no, man, sorry. I'm finding it difficult to house everything anyway. We've had to take over another room.
I've got to say, we are having a bit of a problem. There's a lot of stuff sitting in the kitchen still.
There's a lot of stuff sitting in the kitchen, and there's a lot of stuff just sitting around generally. Right, I know. I've got my score. I get this. Go.
Go. Oh. Oh.
Good old strong 10.
Yeah, easy.
Lovely,
Easy, Ted.
lovely,
Easy.
lovely gin. Lovely gin from Scotland. Beautiful. What I like about it as well, it differs a little bit from some of the other Scottish gins that we've had, whereas it's
more mellowed out.
yeah, it's not as burny. It's not as hot.
Yeah.
But you know that there's strength in there, but it's not as hot. But the flavour profile is phenomenal. It is absolutely
And yeah, absolutely.
beautiful.
Shame on us for not doing it sooner.
Yeah.
But I think the problem is because we'd already tried it and we knew how good it was.
That's a bit of a crunchy one.
Yeah, it's definitely not right.
Mind your teeth.
I think it's broken a tooth. That's not a clever thing to do.
No, you don't want to be like me because I had an accident. I don't think I've told you about it.
No, what happened?
I broke my jaw.
Oh yeah, you hardly ever mention
I broke
it.
my jaw. That's why I've got a framework in at the moment. So I've got everything.
So
yeah.
depending on when this video goes out,
It might be off, it might not be off.
he may have had his operation or not by that time. But
Got an operation coming up and all. Yeah, clever.
doesn't like talking about it.
Don't like talking about it. Well, I can't because my tooth.
He's going to live stream it.
I am going to live stream it. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it on TikTok. I'll do a dance while I'm having it done.
Look, anywho, right, great gin. Get it from your shelves. Get that bottle. It's lovely. And get a vodka. It's great.
And also, you don't need to have a measure because, like I said, the lid is a measure. Two of those is a single.
The lid is so light.
The lid is nice as well. It's actually nice. Everything about the design is beautiful.
I'm sorry, I've got a really itchy nose.
And
Does that mean I'm getting money?
And everything.
Money?
No, it's something to your hands. Everything to do with the bottle, the design of the bottle is brilliant as well. And the contents inside is well
And if you ever do get a chance, look at the film Fifth Element and then look at that. It is literally like the Fifth Element, little stones that they get that Bruce Willis has to save the planet with. Anywho,
Multipass.
Multipass. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Corbin Dallas.
Can turn it to film review. And we'll see you.
Lilu.
Drop us a comment and we'll see you next video.
Multipass.
Shush.
Multipass. Cheers.
Cheers.
Multipass.